Well, hello again, and welcome back to World's Full Forest. This has been an exciting summer for us because we finally have access to the top of the hill. And for those of you that know me, I can't get around physically that well, and so I'm going to have to drive a side-by-side or a pickup. And now we can do that. Okay, so what you're looking at here is at the base of the hill, I'm going to need some kind of a catchment pond for the water that comes off from the hill. And I wanted a test hole dug because I wanted to find out if we had some groundwater, and we did find it. We also found an old riverbed which has provided us with all kinds of entertainment because we got the kids, grandkids out panning to see if they can find gold in that old riverbed material. What we are finding is a lot of red garnet sand. So you can see here, and you'll see in just a minute, you'll see a little, if you look real close, you can see some of the dirt slough off, and it hits the water. We're measuring it right there. That riverbed's about 11 feet, 10 feet down, something like that. And that cavern area where right behind the tape, it's where that riverbed is sloughing off. Well, it fills up with water right there. You can see, and if you look real close, you can see that little splash. But if I would have thought, I would have thrown a rock or something in there. Okay, so this is some aerials that I did, and it's just showing the trees. And you know, when you look at the road, it looks like it's a pretty big footprint when you're standing on it, but from the air, it fits into the trees nicely. We tried to put it where there were very few trees because the whole objective here is to create a super healthy forest, not so that we can cut it for timber, but so that we can, for generations, enjoy the beauty and enjoy the things that God's made for us. You can see right there at the upper right hand corner, that's the place that we're clearing out to put the sawmill and the trailer and the other buildings as we move along. Here again, you can see the excavator working. So I mentioned sawmill, and I just said we're not interested in timber. Well, we have a lot of thinning that has to do. This particular forest is pretty sick, and I mean that in the typical word sick, not like kids say sick. It's the trees are diseased. Mostly it's the white fir, which is also sometimes referred to as grand fir, and those trees are all pretty much, they're all dying. There's a few healthy ones, but mostly they're dying. So I want to try to replace those with more indigenous species like yellow pine, tamarack, and red fir. If we can get that, then we're going to be good. The lower portion of the property is, those of you that have watched, you already know, the lower portion is the lodgepole pine. And those are the trees that really, really, really desperately need to be thinned out. They're healthy. They're just growing way too close together. And so, well, I don't want to see it go to waste, and I don't want to just take it and use it for firewood. So we're going to try to mill those ones that we have to take out, mill them up, and build some small cabins so that people can come and they can sit in these cabins and just watch the animals. I'm not trying to build a hunting mecca, even though I got one son that really would like it to be that. This is a place for people to go and just get away from everything. And no, I'm not thinking of a business. I'm just talking about friends and family. And I don't know if the people that we bought the property from want me to use their name, so I won't. in this video, but they have a special place in my heart because they sold me this property, and I'm so thankful to them for that. So here we are watching the excavator go to work and providing that access that we desperately needed so that, you know, we can get up to the top of the hill and see all those big trees. And I'm looking forward to the day when I can sit back and just reflect and watch this. I know I've already got a grandson that wants a place where he can write books. So we're going to make him a place where he can sit back and write books. So this is on Wednesday, and you can see it's snowing. And I'm in the pickup. I do have it in 4 low because we're driving on clay here for the most part. I haven't got anything rocked because I haven't done the final cut to any of these roads. But you can see here where John and Cynthia did just such a bang-up job cleaning this property up. I mean, and they're just parking it out and showing. It's just demonstrating the beauty that's there, and I really appreciate their help. And I hope that everybody soon knows that when I say I want this to be yours as much as mine, I'm sincere about that. So come up here and bring your trailer. Let's build you a cabin, whatever you need. Okay, so here's the road at the base. This is one that I roughed in last year and had the excavator go ahead and put a ditch in right there at the base of the hill, so that all the snow melt will now collect in that ditch. It'll run down here to a low spot, and I'm gonna put a culvert in about right there, roughly, and then all that water we can start channeling it so it goes back to the highway where it can collect in a massive ditch that they have, and it goes across culvert and on down to the Palouse River eventually. Well, here we are going up the hill, and as you see, it's a road. We got a road. Now, keep in mind, before the excavator got here, it was rough walking, just me taking him up here so I could show him what I wanted done. It was hard to walk, and now I'm driving my pickup. If it weren't for the snow and that being just clay, if it had any rock on it at all, actually, if it was dry, I'm pretty sure I could have gone up there in 2-wheel drive. But I've got it in 4 low just because I have it, and why not use it? So we're almost to the end of the hill road, and you'll notice there off to the left, it's just everything's parked out, and there you go. That's the end of the road. It's not the end of the property, but it's the end of the road. Well, thank you guys for watching, and I hope that you've enjoyed this, and I hope it's a lot better than the last one I did. All right, y'all have a good day. Come visit us. Leave us some comments.